This video is sponsored by Wavlink. So when we're out here in the barbecue shack, it sure would be nice to have a TV so I could stream a football game and, watch my Cowboys not live up to expectations, or, have a podcast going or some music. But it's really difficult to get a Wi-Fi signal out here. We live in a metal building, so all of our Wi-Fi is pretty much contained in a Faraday cage. Just like the cell signals are blocked out from getting in the house, the Wi-Fi really can't get outside the house. And I don't want to necessarily have to trench a Cat 5 cable or Cat 6 cable, put it under the ground to get signal out here. So I was trying to come up with a solution. And then Wavlink reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing a video about one of their Wi-Fi extenders, specially made for the outdoors. And I thought, man, this is perfect timing. It kind of feels like they're Facebook and reading my mind or something. But anyway, come along, check it out, and let's see if it works. If it's a great solution here, it might be a great solution for your shop, for your detached garage, or anywhere else you need to get a Wi-Fi signal. Got a couple of antennas, a 5G and 2.4G antenna. Got the device itself. Looks like a little PoE adapter. We'll get into that in a little bit. Cat 5, Cat 6 cable, doesn't appear to be labeled. And of course a power adapter. Then it comes with other random mounting accessories, depending on how you're going to install it, and a quick start manual. All right, let's get into this and see how it works. Moving inside, where I'll be just a little bit more comfortable. Take the wrapping off the Wi-Fi access point, unscrew the cover, remove the rubber seal. I'm using my wife's craft table just because it's right next to the Wi-Fi router. I'm going to connect this inside just so I can go ahead and configure it from here. So I'll use the included cable for this. Put the rubber seal around the cable and plug the end of the cable into the port. I forgot to put the cable through the cover, so I'll just run it through the cable. But if I was using my longer cable, this would not have been ideal. And screw the cover back into place. We're going to install the antennas. Make sure to match the 5 gigahertz antenna and the 2.4 gigahertz antenna in the correct spots. They are labeled appropriately. Install the connector on the antennas. Now let's talk about the PoE connector. There are 3 connectors on this box. The first is LAN data in. This connects with the included Ethernet cable and plugs into your normal Wi-Fi router. The second connector is the DC in. This connects to the power connector and plugs into a standard household outlet. The third connector is PoE, or Power over Ethernet. This connects with an Ethernet cable to the Wi-Fi extender. You'll likely need to purchase this cable separately. They don't include it because the length that everyone's going to need is going to be a little bit different. The PoE connector runs electrical power to the Wi-Fi access point. The electrical signal runs over the Ethernet cable. This way you don't have to run a separate power cable out to the Wi-Fi access point. This is especially handy if it's going to be ran outside like ours is. Let's look at the setup on the new Wi-Fi access point. Once you connect to the Wi-Fi, go to http://wifi.wavlink.com. Enter admin with no caps to log in. Choose your country and communications controlling body. I'm choosing FCC in the United States. And pick your correct time zone. Set up your password that you can use to log in to administer the Wi-Fi extender. By default, the device is set up as a bridge. That's how I'm going to be using it. It's pretty much taking your internet signal and creating a new Wi-Fi name. We'll use that name outside of the house to connect our outside devices. You can change the Wi-Fi SSIDs for both the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands if you like. I'm just going to leave them as default for now. But I'm going to go ahead and set up security. I'm going to require someone to know the password before they connect to the Wi-Fi. This is especially important as this Wi-Fi is going to be available outside of the house. Now let's apply the settings and it'll reboot the device. Now that we've got this all set up, let's get moved outside. Before that, I'm going to set up the PoE connector. I'm switching around the way I had the cables. I'll use the included Ethernet cable to connect the PoE connector to my normal Wi-Fi router. Now I want the Wi-Fi extender to be outside, so I'm going to use a 30-foot cable, which should have enough length to get outside to where I want to connect it. Now that all the inside connections are done, let's get outside and complete the install. Okay, got the bracket mounted here onto this T-post with these cable ties that were included. Now I'm just gonna open this up and we have to connect this cable, the one coming down from upstairs. There you go. Actually get it around to the one that works perfect there. Get that screwed in and put this whole thing back together. And now we're just going to click it in space here. We'll plug in the other end and that will give us power out here. As we talked about earlier, this is PoE cable. So the power for this unit is actually coming through the Cat 6 cable there. Back inside, I'm plugging it into the UPS and I'll turn on the power on the PoE connector. Now let's get back outside and wait for it to boot up. It's kind of hard to tell in the sun, but the LEDs are on. It's booted up and looks like it's good to go. Let's bring up the TV and get it connected to the right network. I'm not going to show connecting to the network. That'll be different for every type of device. This is an old Amazon Fire Stick connected to the TV. Now the Fire Stick is connected and working perfectly. All right, I'm going to test it now on my laptop. See, I'm getting 90 to 100. This is right at what I was getting inside the house the other day. Yeah, pretty awesome. Getting about 80 upload. And it's still climbing a bit. Okay, awesome. Now let's move over to the other one. And try to get... All right, so I'm getting about 40 down, but definitely the AC significantly faster. I'm incredibly happy with that speed. No issues at all there. Okay, but again, I'm relatively close right now. I mean, I'm probably 100 feet maybe from the device itself. All right, I'm gonna walk out here. I am probably 100 to 150 feet here in a minute away from the access point, and then we'll try to run this again and see what we get. Hey, goodness, out here in the sun. Let's validate I am still connected to the network. And I had a little bit of a drop, but almost nothing. I mean, I'm still getting over 80. I mean, this would power quite a few devices. I am really impressed with how well this thing's going to work. Very impressed. Oh, I didn't have much. I may have had 5 megabits drop off. That's really impressive. I am really excited about getting this permanently mounted. The goal would be to access the barbecue shack, the pool area, the greenhouse area, you know, really get it so I've got the whole backyard covered and the side yard over there. All right, well, we got the Wi-Fi set up. As you can see, I've now got a TV going, so as I'm out here finishing up the barbecue shack build and eventually out here actually using it to barbecue something and hang out by the fire pit and everything else, I'll be able to have foosball on, or whatever sport's going on, hockey, basketball. And the Wi-Fi setup seems great. It really provides more than enough bandwidth to have multiple phones you know, going. We can have a TV or 2 going. Eventually I'd like to add another TV on that side, just so, you know, Sunday afternoon you can get both games going at once. Anyway, I'm really impressed with this network device. I think it's going to work out great. Like I mentioned, I'm excited to have it, you know, cover the entire backyard, side yard, and everything else. Anyway, I'm really impressed with this Wavlink unit. If you're interested, go down. There's a link in the description, and you'll get a discount when you purchase it. Use the code that's provided there. And I really appreciate Wavlink sending me the device, giving me the opportunity to review it. I'd love to hear if you've had one, what your thoughts are. Please leave it in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. You'll have a great day.